like I can only speak for our upbringing, but like my parents, in the sense of how they brought us up, was very strict and very, because they themselves were devout. But in terms of, going to church every Sunday, when we were younger, that was more frequent. But as we got older, it was pretty much maybe the twice a year tick of the box, Easter, Christmas, and perhaps if there's a wedding or a funeral, go then.
So you were doing it just because your parents took you. You didn't know nothing about the religion. You had no connection.
We went to Catholic schools and we had religion at school. But
so did I for a little bit.
We knew who Jesus was. Like, we acknowledged that he is God, and we knew that he died on the cross for us. But the whole meaning of salvation and why he had to die, and the power of his resurrection, and the fact that the Holy Spirit lives in us, and how powerful that was never really emphasized at all. We were just, I'm baptized, therefore I'm in God's family, I'm going to heaven, I believe in Jesus, I'm sweet. That's as far as my salvation goes.
Rosary,
Talking about idols, man, did you have a lot of idols?
A lot of idols. A lot of idols.
Yeah, and how do you feel about having them around now?
I got a massive revelation when I was newly saved. I came back from overseas and I walked into my parents' place, and I always had a lot of life before. Like, I noticed the difference. As soon as I used to walk into my parents' place, it was like a wet blanket that came over me. It was like just an oppression, a spirit of oppression. And then as soon as I walked out the door, I was like it had lifted. And after a while, it sort of, I'm just like, I actually started to discern it. And it wasn't until Bec got saved later on that my mum, she's the golden child, listens to her and actually allowed us to remove the idols out of the house. And I really noticed the difference of those idols being removed and the oppression that goes with them.
Mind you, like, I had really stressed to my mum, like, Mum, God hates this. We're bringing a curse into our house.
Absolutely.
You need to remove this. And so thankfully I convinced her. And so we got rid of like at least a bag, if not 2 bags, like rubbish bags full of statues, of rosary beads, prayer incense, all this stuff that they've accumulated. And for them, like even it's just hilarious, the bondage that it causes, because my mum was like, when I was putting it in the bag, it was almost like I was chucking God in the bin. And she was like, I can't look at this. And I'm just thinking, like, this is ceramic. Like, you bought this at a shop in Granville. Like, it's not even. Like you paid money for this, God. And I think I try to explain it to her like that. Like, this is a statue that you've bought that someone has made. It's not God.